Hey guys, group on my back. I'm Rick.
I'm Maggie.
And we're back with Haikyuu. Where last time on, we benefited from the coach's scouting, number of steps for what kind of serve it's going to be.
Oh, yeah.
And we saw a quick attack from the twins.
Which makes sense. I mean, they've been playing together forever, I assume.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll get backstory on them, right? That's one of the best things about this show.
Yeah.
You get to see backstory on everybody.
Yeah, even the enemy.
Can't wait till we see.
Doesn't make them the enemy anymore.
Backstory on the ref.
No. You have to be like under a certain age to get backstory.
You don't want coach's backstory?
Coach's backstory.
Both coaches?
I mean, it would be wonderful, but I also like the idea of you just having to kind of make assumptions based on his reactions to things. That's also insanely hilarious.
Maybe. All right, well, we are in the middle of a match. Let's continue.
Well, I feel more confident that we'll win.
I think we're in the lead.
Yeah.
So it is only the first set, and coaches.
It would be really cool if Tadashi got his first win the game with sets. With not sets, I mean serves.
Yeah. But once we run out of new things, will the other team be able to adapt?
Once we run out of new things, you just start back at the beginning again and keep doing the cycle.
I hope so.
If you've got enough stuff you can do, the difference between the first thing you do and the last thing you do is so far in their minds that it doesn't really matter if you've done it before.
I think we'll win the first set and then lose the second one and then win the third one. I think is how it'll go.
Maybe.
I think Suki will start to get tired.
Of course. They'll start reblocking us harder. But Hinata's got that crazy energy.
Seems like which one is it?
The brothers?
Yeah, the setter, I think.
There's the yellow-haired and the gray-haired.
He seemed to lose his focus for a second there. Maybe he gets tired or loses his focus as time goes on or something.
Yeah, I mean, that's always the big issue when you have those brother super duos. It's sure, they are their best asset. That set of them together working in tandem is amazingly offensive. But as soon as stuff starts falling apart, it's you have years of built up little tiny slights and just so much you can pull at they know exactly how to annoy each other the most, okay? They are each other's worst enemies in that way. It's there's nothing that the other team could possibly do that could probably annoy either of them as much as each other.
Probably true. But Osamu, I think, is getting Hinata fired up. Hinata was able to block him the one time, and then Osamu was never again.
I'm not worried about you. Hinata's getting so excited about being defensive.
Yeah, he was so excited about serving.
He's I can be a shield. Hee.
But yeah, Osamu called him a pushover. Fighting words. See if Hinata can prove him wrong.
He's got to, right? When your arms are shorter, that means you have less distance to travel.
If Tadashi continues to score, he might never get another chance.
I know.
Tadashi just wins the game all by himself.
That would be cool if Tadashi got to do that once. At least once. Not the whole game, but one of the. It'd be nice if Tadashi finished one of the sets for them by just serve, serve, serve.
Yeah, I wonder I guess this is high school level, but I wonder how many times what's the longest streak?
The perfect game?
Yeah. Has there ever been a game of just aces at a high level?
Maybe if the entire team was terribly injured and could barely move. Or something. But at a certain point you feel if you were several sets in and you were you know what guys, just whoever didn't move that last time, they get switched out with somebody. Like, I feel like it'd be really hard to make a whole game without at least returning something.
I imagine most of the records for volleyball are like the more cumulative records, right? Like assists or points scored. Probably more like hockey or something like that.
We gotta watch that one YouTuber that does those amazing breakdowns of like sports stuff and see if he did anything on volleyball.
Maybe.
I know more about football than I ever dreamed I would just because of that series on the Vikings.
Yeah, I mean, growing up, we watched some football, and I also played football video games, so I got a lot of, like, the rules and stuff from that, and I played baseball, but I never really played volleyball outside of gym class, so don't really know the
I understood volleyball
before this.
way better, just because I knew, like, oh, you're trying to get it over the net, right? But I have never truly understood forever, like, all of the rules of baseball and, like, all the rules of football and, like, so when they were talking about, like, oh, it's third and first or something like that, it's like, what do these things mean? Like, holidays at the grandparents were always terrible because, like, you know, if there was a football thing on, I was just like, huh? What does this mean? Like, and they spent so much time just like walking around and not doing anything. And then they do something for like 5 seconds, and then the game clock would stop again, and it's like, ugh! Why don't they just play? It was so annoying. So I much prefer. But despite that, I really enjoy sumo, which is probably...
You love sumo,
yeah,
which is like 30 minutes of ceremony and then 8 seconds of...
Yeah, but then there's like a winning. There's a winning at the end of it. With football, it's like 5 seconds of play. Oh, now we have to like... There's talking. We go to these people that are talking about the game and the players. I don't know the difference between them all. And then we have like zoomed in shots and everything like that. And then we have commercials. And then we come back to the game. And it's like, they get set up. And boop, it's halftime. They didn't even get to do anything. They just stood there for 2 seconds. It seems so pointless. But with sumo, at least like you get set. There might be a couple false starts. But like, it'll get done. In the time it, like, I could hold my breath and not pass out in the time it takes to finish the sumo match, you know?
Usually, yeah. Sometimes it has to be restarted.
Sure, but then it's restarted and right away. And it goes and it's done. It is a sport of the future.
I think we can agree all sports are more fun to watch
when you understand it. Oh, yeah. And when you understand it.
That helps.
But definitely when it's anime.
Yep, for sure.
Is there an anime sumo?
Yeah.
Gosh,
yeah, that was one that was recommended to me. It looks pretty good. We'll have to check it out one of these days.
I hope it stars a Hinata, like...
A little giant.
Yeah.
An Inho.
Yeah, an Inho.
All right. Well, I want to see how this goes, so...
Oh, yeah.
Let's end this so we can get there. We have to wait to watch the next episode, but you don't. You can check it out right now at blindwave.com and go beyond, where you can see 4 reactions ahead of catch-up shows that we're doing. You can also watch along with us full length using your own footage and catch everything.